Hi, today we're at Fern Canyon. It was a pretty cool drive getting here, driving through a creek. Never thought my Buick would do something like that. But here we are, just about to enter Fern Canyon, so let's head on in. Okay, so we finally made it to Fern Canyon. In the depths of the canyon here, it's absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to set up some shots, but the lighting is definitely challenging here. It's so bright in some of these areas and then so dark in some of these other areas. I just have to really pay attention to how I'm composing and how I'm exposing the image, and that's certainly what we'll be walking through today. So let's go find some shots. So I found a great shot with this log, and I got a little bit of life coming up here with this little leaf coming out, but I'm using a polarizing filter because I want to be able to reduce the reflection on the water, but also with those leaves in the background on the opposite wall. This is all in shade, so it's really even lighting. I'm going to get some really rich green coming out, but that also takes out 2 stops of light, and so I'm running at 25th of a second at f3.2 and 400 ISO. So that 25th of a second is pretty slow, but it's still going to give me a pretty decent image because those items are out of focus anyway. I'm really focusing on this and trying to make a nice dynamic wide angle shot. I'm also going to experiment with a few other things, but that's just the first setup here. So far, I think things are looking good. So my technique when I'm shooting a panel like this, I have the camera's accelerometer active so I can keep things level as I go across, and then I want to overlap between, I like to do between 25 and 50%, but trying to get closer to neighborhood of 25 to 30 really. And then the challenge is keeping those subjects the same height, you know, in the frame. It's really easy to drift up or down or whichever way. And so now it's focusing on the log for that last one, and then I tap the screen and it'll achieve focus. I just finished getting a panoramic, but I'm also doing focus stacking with the panoramic. So these logs, as they're running towards me, and these other logs here, I was able to get the foreground and the background all in one shot, but it's either one item's in focus or the other. So I'm gonna do some focus stacking, and then I'll blend it together in a panorama, and I think it'll be a really nice shot, just the whole swath here of this beautiful location with all the fern just coming down, the downed logs, that kind of a thing. So this scene here that I've got set up, there's some moss and a little bit of a waterfall trickle really going through, and then I've got the ferns on either side. So here's a video shot of what that looks like, but I'm looking to make it a little bit wider with a panel sliced right through it, and we'll see how that works out. My settings are about 1/5 of a second at f4, and I'm running at 400 ISO. So let's take this shot here. So we're done here at Fern Canyon. We're going to head out soon. These are my 2 boys that are with me this time around, Cedric and Elijah, and I'm just grateful to have them here with me. And they've been helping with some of the production as well, and operating the video camera. So let's head on over to our next destination and see what other photos we can find.